All right, hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video to recap last week's Wells Fargo Championship and how that went for the PGA diary that I'm doing here. So we had a losing week. $333 was in play over 111 lineups on DraftKings. You can see them. You can see them all here. We lost $96. So that puts us over the last 5 weeks, which is the 5 weeks we've been doing this, at plus $3. So break even over 5 weeks. But honestly, as far as playing GPPs go, and only GPPs, I'm thrilled, right? I mean, it's an extremely volatile format of DFS, and it's, to me, it's really taking as many edges as you can get and biding your time. Staying close to even before you can pop one of these GPPs and have a big payday, since the payouts are so top heavy. So through 5 weeks to be break even, I'm not disappointed in that at all. I think that's just fine. We're going to keep grinding out 100 plus lineups in all of these GPPs. So let's take a look at a couple of some of these lineups here. So this was the best lineup that I had. It had Castro, who finished second, Graham Dillette, Ricky Fowler, Glover, Matsuyama, and Brendan Steele. But I do want to find one with Justin Rose, because he is someone that I talked a lot about, and 15% owned in the birdie. I think we had something like 33% of him. So Justin Rose was our guy, and for us to have that much more than the field of Justin Rose, and he was in contention. He was right in the thick of things all Sunday long, all tournament long, I should say. It would have been nice for him to pop a win, but he did not. Although I think it was a pretty good showing. Now let's I'll pull up the ownership here. So this is my ownership spreadsheet here. So what you'll see is it's sorted by the highest differential. So how much exposure we had compared to his actual ownership, and then the difference. So Hideki Matsuyama was our biggest play. We had 55% of him, which was 28% more than the field. He backdoored his way into a top 14 or a tie for 14, tie for 11th. So pretty good there. It's actually pretty shocking that we didn't win money, because you can see these are our highest differential players. Let's see, how many of these guys are there? 12. 11 of our 12 highest differential players all made the cut. And if you look at it, I was a bit more optimistic, because here are the numbers of how many players we got through in each lineup. So we had 16 lineups that had all 6 players get through, which was 14% of our lineups. Only 5% of the entire field's lineups had all 6 guys get through. So we were much better for 6 players getting through. We were much better for 5 players getting through. We were essentially dead even with the field on 4 players getting through. So I was pretty optimistic that we were going to have a better week, but we just did not have the combination of players, unfortunately. I think a big thing was we had a lot of Graham Dillette, who essentially, after making the cut, he finished dead last in this tournament. I think he was something like 8 over. He finished 77th. He was literally the worst player who actually made the cut. So that hurt that we had so much of him. He didn't get any bonuses for finishing in even the top 50. JB Holmes, another guy who we had a lot of, he made the cut, but again, didn't finish that highly. So those 2 guys right there kind of ate up a lot of our lineups to kind of drag us down a bit. But other than that, I was pretty happy. The Rory charge on Sunday was cool. We had 24% of him, but actually we had less than the field. So when he made that charge on Sunday, we lost ground. And then also we took a big hit when Phil made his charge on Sunday. Oh man, after 3 rounds, I was loving where Phil was. I mean, 16% owned. We had 2% of him, and he made a quad on 18 on Saturday. He was 1 under, and then he just made a ridiculous run on Sunday to tie for 4th. And when he charged up the leaderboards, that hurt us quite a bit. So other than that, I'm pretty pleased. we had all the right guys. I mean, I can sort this by, it's basically the same thing, but I can sort it by ownership and see what our actual ownership was here. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Was that right? Oh yeah, that was right. I'm sorry. I should have sorted by differential. I apologize. I was wrong on that before. There we go. So just slightly different, but you can see again, a lot of our highly owned, highly differential players all made the cut. Some of them had pretty decent showings, but just didn't have the right combination. So I'm okay with this. Now looking forward to the Players Championship. There are, since it's such a big tournament, I already saw that it's a very top heavy payout on DraftKings. They're doing the Drive for the Green, the $3 tournament where it's $100,000 for first place. It is a much worse structure for guys like me. I might scale back lineups just a little bit, maybe get in that 80 to 90 range. Yes, it is sexy and appealing to go for the $100,000 first prize, but the rest of the structure is really, really bad. So I might scale back just a little bit, but I'll have a video out for that coming soon. So hope you enjoyed. Talk to you guys later. See ya.